Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. Today, I have a stock for you that's under $5, around $3.50 here. But essentially, we have to look at the volatility of this stock. It has been trading higher in the past year, but in the lower months here, we understand that we're operating in a down market. But nonetheless, we're going to look into the stock and we're going to see if we're going to invest. You see the stock indicator light is at the median point, meaning that I can't swing for or I can't swing against. I want you guys to make the decision based upon the information I give you. Let's get into it. All right, it's very important that we look at this stock because I know a lot of you probably have been researching the stock, probably have been looking at this stock, but we have to look at this stock in its totality, correct? So in the past month or so, this stock has been down around 70% per share, okay? In the past 3 months, it's been down 61%. In the past month, down around 33%. In the past week, it's been down around 35%. And in the pre-market, it looks as though it's ticking up, maybe because I'm talking about it. Who knows, right? So this stock is essentially out of Singapore. It said it enables, and the name of the stock is called Grab, okay? And the ticker, the symbol is also Grab, G-R-A-B. It enables millions of people each day to access its driver and merchant partners to order food or groceries, send packages, hail a ride or taxi, pay for online purchases, or access services such as lending, insurance, wealth management, and telemedicine, all through a single everyday everything app. The company operates in food deliveries and mobility and by TPV in the e-wallet segment of financial services in Southeast Asia. I kind of like the structure of this business because it's kind of trying to be the Amazon of everything delivery service, right? Anything that's electronic that we can potentially market and advertise to our customers, that's exactly what we want to do. You want food, we have food. You're sick, we have telemedicine. So they have all of these. You want McDonald's, we have McDonald's. You want to buy a car, you can buy a car. Anything that you can essentially do online, we're going to do. Oh, you need a taxi? We're the new taxi. We're the new Uber. We're the new Lyft. So this particular stock is trying to do essentially everything. But sometimes you can spread yourself too thin where you get flagged, even on Robinhood, that the stock has recently experienced elevated volatility. And sometimes I have to really look at certain groups, certain Reddit groups like the Wall Street Best groups to ensure that they're not trying to control the stock, meaning pump it and dump it, because they're essentially trying to give the middle finger to people in Wall Street. But at the end, the low-end investors are the ones that get hurt. Now, their market capitalization is at $12 billion. The average volume that you see trading here is 43.62 million. Today's high is at $4.84. But if you notice, it's down to what? $3.47 per share. The 52-week high was at $17. I wish I knew about this stock when it was around $4. I'll buy a couple of hundred. And then as I see the relative strength index give me the indicators and analysis that I need to sell it, I would have sold it. I would definitely be a swing trader on this one, okay? Some of the related topics are investment services as well as transportation and construction services. The 13 analysts on Robinhood stating that it's a 76.9% buy, at 15.4% hold, and a 7.7% sale, okay? As of yet, they don't see any earnings, and some of the people within sort of the same trading house, you see Roblox, which is the metaverse, PaySafe, Patar Technologies, and Sophie Technologies. But let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, according to Yahoo Finance, 2 to 6 weeks, they haven't moving laterally. So you're not going to really see too much movement. That's what they're predicting. But again, anytime that you see high volatility in any stock, that means that this stock at any moment can explode or it can crash and burn. So you really have to take this information with a grain of salt. And as you see, the stock indicator light in the back of me is not green nor red because I can't lean one way or another on this one. But if you were to ask me, Ross, are you going to invest in this stock? And the answer is no. So if this stock blows up to $10, then we potentially lost out on hundreds, if not thousands and millions of dollars. But if it tanks, then we save a bunch of money by not investing. But I don't like stocks like this. even though I like the structure of the business, if that makes sense, because you can understand, you could like the business model, right? You can understand how they're structuring the business and respect that. But when the financials don't match up, it really prevents me from investing. Okay. So the midterm and long term, up to 9 months, they have this stock absolutely plummeting according to Yahoo Finance. Let's see a little bit more of the analytics here on the right. You see they have it at a buy. So even though they're stating that this stock is going to decline over the next 9 months, they still have it as a buy. And you see the darker green color, they have it at a buy and a strong buy. So I mean, take this information as very subjective, okay? Now, just to point out some of their relevance in the Singapore and Asian markets, they have a ton of partnerships like Marriott International, McDonald's, Cinda, MasterCard. Also, this is Grab to execute on big partners in the 2019 expansion, according to their CEO. Last year, it focused on building ties with regional and global companies, including Toyota Motors, Microsoft, and Chinese online healthcare provider Ping An Good Doctor, raising a total of $3 billion. So again, they're in bed with quite a few folks. They're in bed with Marriott, McDonald's, Cinda, MasterCard, Toyota, Microsoft, and Chinese online healthcare providers, because they're trying to bring everything online to your front door or give you a taxi ride that's similar to, in a comparison to Uber and Lyft. Now, the stock prediction on this, on the low end, is $4.76, and the current price of this stock is $3.45. So you can make $1 and some change off this stock, which is really a really good return. They're sitting here at 45%. The median price is $8, okay, at 143, 144%. And on the high end, we're looking at roughly about a 300% increase at $13 per share. So you're making around $19 per share if it were to get, excuse me, not $19 per share, excuse me, around $9 per share if you were getting at this current moment. Again, these are one of those risky stocks that you could potentially make hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on how much money you invest. Okay. And take this again, ladies and gentlemen, with a grain of salt, because I really don't know which way to invest on this particular stock. But again, what's very attractive to me is their business model. Okay. Is their business model. But when I'm looking at the finances, I'm looking at year to date, they're down 54%. That doesn't mean that they can't turn around. We're looking at the EPS. Okay, it's less than $1. That's not a lot of debt at all. But I'm also looking at the analyst rating here on Market Watch. They're stating that it's overbought. I'm looking at Baron New as of today. They're stating Grab stock steadies after higher driver incentives lead to 1.1 billion loss. So there's just a lot of contradicting information about this stock. And ladies and gentlemen, I wish I could give you, this would be, a good stock to put inside of your portfolio, or don't touch this stock. This stock may crash and burn. At this point, I really can't tell which way it's going to go. I don't know if anyone's controlling the stock. I don't know if they just need time to take off. I absolutely don't know. But that's my commentary today. That's my review for this information today. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I was on Ricky Manor show late last night. Me and the brother had a really good conversation. We didn't agree on everything, but at the end, I think it was very insightful. It was somewhat funny in some instances, but we got out a lot of information. Go to Ricky Manor's channel and check out that video. Also, later on, maybe this weekend, I'm going to be posting that video right here on Financial Literacy 101. I thank you all for joining me this morning. TGIF. Good morning, Jermaine Anderson and Deidre. You guys have a great and wonderful day. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. I'm out.